Hey guys, it is the end of the day and I actually did it. I did another 25 minutes of cardio, and the video that I followed will be down in the video description. Oh, it had so much squatting, and I'm not gonna lie, I am flippin' exhausted. It was such an eventful and wonderful day. Randy and I don't often make excursions out of the house, but whenever we do, it sure is an adventure. And it was just so beautiful getting to see so many of the autumn colors on the drive over into the next city over. And then we came back home, and y'all, the Rock and Mineral show was just so cool. I'm gonna be doing, I think, another unboxing, or unpack my haul with me video on our craft channel. It's Back to Earth Creations, and I love gem and mineral shows. They are so much fun, and we spent way too much money, but dude, no, we had so much fun. And so it's kind of nice to treat myself a little bit. I mean, Randy, did you have a good day?
Yeah.
He went, so it was a treat to the both of us, but I let myself fully have fun today, as not just as a treat for Fit-Tober, but just as a treat for come closer and show them. It was a treat for we've been doing good. We should do something that we enjoy. We got a bunch of
That's
stuff.
not even the...
Is that not? Can you bring me one of the Froggies? So, we ate at Whole Hog Cafe, which is one of our favorite spots, and it always makes me think of our old friend Laura, rest in peace. We didn't get you never get enough time with your friends. That's just how it goes. But we had eaten there with her when we met her, and they have the best barbecue, and so that was phenomenal. And then we also went to the Tandy Leather and tried out the 5-ton clicker, and we got some of these little singing frogs.
Well, not from Tandy.
Not from Tandy. These were at the Gem and Mineral Show. That's an obnoxious noise, I'm realizing, but I love it.
It's supposed to grow.
Huh?
If you do it one more time, it's supposed to grow.
Oh, let me see. You have to bring me the other one so that it seems convincing. Oh, this is the biggest one.
Oh.
Show you. Okay. Look at girl. Wow. Wow. No, I did it the wrong way. Wow. We're going to start a band, and it's going to be awesome. And it's going to be called Froggies in the Holla. Froggy. Look at these awesome frogs. This is what we spend our hard-earned money on because we're giant children. Thank you, my love. But look at this one. He's a bullfrog. So I ate a completely reasonable portion. I cleared my plate, but I had cheesy burnt ends, which were phenomenal. And then it was such a good day, you guys. I am just soaring. That's so loud, I bet. Okay, I'll stop playing with my frogs. Burnt end cheesy corn, the brisket and pulled pork, so good, and a salad, and a roll, and I ate out of that roll, and it was amazing. So, but I didn't eat, I didn't overeat. It was a perfectly reasonable portion. We had a very light breakfast. I think 2 eggs and toast, just a slice. It was perfect. 300 calories, perfect. And then for dinner tonight, we still have not, oh my goodness, it's 9 p.m. and I have not edited or posted this, and we're going to have steaks for dinner though. And I think that that'll be pretty good. But we did the 25 minutes of cardio, so much squatting. And then I completed the upper body, which one was it? Upper body 2 on the Train with Joan limited range of motion. And that's a 26-day streak, you guys. That is a personal record again. And also I weighed in because I've been weighing myself daily just for the more data, the better. And I really love it because it's, I'll have days where I spike up, but then I spike down, and it allows me to see the overarching trend. Because if I only weigh myself once a week, it gives me limited plot points, data for my plot points. And so, whereas if I have the daily, In fact, if I were logging twice a day, I would weigh in the morning and in the evening to see what my average daily fluctuations are, and then I could corroborate, if that's the right use of the word. I'm trying to expand my vocabulary so I don't sound as dumb as I am, I guess. But I'm trying to, if it doesn't line up, or if it does line up rather, where was I? If I got the morning and evening weights, and then if I check in with myself and be like, am I dehydrated today? Did I eat a lot of carbs? Am I inflamed? Am I bloated? Like, what's going on here? And that's why I would be collecting the data, not necessarily to be hitting a number, but just to be getting more information about my meat suit that my brain drives around. So, and I think that's a much healthier perspective, maybe, than what I used to have, which my mood was directly tied to that number on the scale. Like, I'd be fine if I didn't weigh myself, but I would dread weighing myself. And then if my weight was down, I'd be happy. If my weight was up, I'd be sad. I still get happy when I weigh myself and it's down because that is my goal currently, but I don't get upset. I'm in an indifferent observer whenever it's going up. I'm like, let us check and see. Were my calories up? Like, I go down the list, 224.8 this morning is what I weighed in at, which is 5 pounds down from at the beginning of the month, which I think that's pretty good, because if I did that every month, by this time next year, I'd have lost 60 pounds. So 5 pounds in 1 month may not sound like a lot, but if I did that, then I'd only have 20 more pounds to go to get to my goal weight. Like, it's these baby steps, you guys. Like, I'm so excited to be making this progress. And again, my weight reduction for the month has been all over the place, but the overall trend, 5 pounds down. So I could weigh in tomorrow and have gained 3 pounds back because I ate a roll, but I don't care. It'll be fine. I felt amazing in today's workout. My deltoids, like my rotator cuff, is a little sore now that I'm poking it, but I stuck to the 5 pound weight, even though I really wanted to go up to the 10 pounder, especially on those chest presses. But I'm feeling pretty good about the muscle, like just the shape underneath everything. Like, I have been in a bulk phase for a decade. And so now we're finally starting the shred, and we'll see what's been gestating? I don't know. What does the caterpillar do when it's like becoming a butterfly? Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. Let me think. I still have not posted the meal plan for this week. We've been adhering to it fairly well, though. It did add in a complication that we stayed home yesterday instead of going, like, this Gem and Mineral show was going to be an overnight trip, but then it wasn't happening on Friday the way I thought it was. So we ended up just doing everything today. And so, I was able to get that shuffled around and everything was fine. We still have way more cabbage soup. Like, I canned a bunch of it, but some of the cans didn't seal. And so I think we need to go ahead and put those in the freezer. Other than that, the meal plan's been pretty good. We've been eating less than I was anticipating. We got the groceries divided. Like, it took me like 3 days past the groceries getting delivered to actually get them, like, get the chicken breast and chicken thighs cut up and like trimmed and put into the bags. And I did enough so that there would be 4 servings. So that'd be 2 meals, me and Randy for dinner one night, and then 2 meals, me and Randy lunch the next day. And so, and that worked really well so far for the whole month of October. And I really do think I am going to use, October's meal plan that we've tested. I've done all of the recipes, and I already have all of the calories. Well, there's my phone. All of the calories for the meals have already been logged at least once into my Fitness Pal. So now for Nom Nom November, I feel very prepared and ready. I have taken all of my notes. I feel like November is an open notes test. Oh, I'm going to get so humbled after I say this. I feel like November is an open notes test, and I've been taking really good notes. Now, having said that, I hope I don't get sick. I hope I don't get hurt. I hope like my fridge doesn't break. Knock on wood. But hopefully with having this plan, when we deviate from it, which I know we will, because that's just what happens. That's life, and that's okay. But when we deviate from it, we have a well-planned roadmap to revert back to. As soon as we stumble, we can get right back on track. We know where to step next. Because the stumbles, if I can even call them that, this month, one stumble, because it wasn't even really that bad. Like, I don't consider it a stumble, but it was one of the times we deviated from the plan. I didn't cook dinner. I had a protein shake instead, and then we were hungry and ate a bunch of cereal, like a bunch of cereal at 11 p.m., just standing like Sims in the kitchen. And then the other night when we had the burn, I was going to do like cordon bleus and carrots and green beans. We ordered pizza from Domino's, but it was so fun, and we bought a pizza for our niece. That way it was a little bit of a treat to her, and like we had just burnt all day, like burning up the everything that needed burned in the backyard from like the backyard cleanup, because we had a blight on all of the lamb's quarters this year, so we just burnt a bunch of it because I don't want to perpetuate that in the soil, and that gives us ash for our potato bed for next year. So yay! Is it potassium? I can't remember what it is that potatoes need, but yeah, so we had Domino's. Randy and I split a presumably large New York style, because it's not quite thin crust, but it is thinner crust than their regular. And I don't know, he picks out a bunch of ingredients. Like there was diced tomatoes and spinach and like, I think pepperoni and ham. Was there... Hey baby, what all was on that pizza? Was there Yeah, was there pepperoni or was it just ham?
It was ham, pepperoni, diced tomatoes, cheddar cheese, spinach, and New York style crust.
Right on. I don't know if you could hear any of that, but that sounds good. No, there was pepperoni, ham, cheddar, diced tomatoes, and spinach. And it was delicious. I'd have taken mushrooms on it, but mushrooms aren't Randy's thing. But it was delicious, and I dipped it in some ranch. Like, it was so good, and I did not feel any guilt, which is amazing. Like, that doesn't typically happen. So I'm digging this mindset change. And then the next morning, we just went right back to the meal plan, and I had my 2 eggs and toast. And then for lunch, I had, like, cottage cheese and grapefruit. And then for dinner, we had something. Like, I don't know. It was on the... Oh, that's what I was looking up, is the meal plan. Y'all, like, that feeling of having taken such a heavy backpack off. Like, I don't know if you've ever, like, carried a backpack for a long time or gone backpacking, but it's like it'll wear like little rub spots where that pack's on you, and so even when the pack doesn't have as much in it, it's still hurting. Like, that's how I was feeling. Like, even though I had lightened my load and Randy had taken on almost everything he could have, short of chewing my food for me, he was doing everything, and it's still, I had to take the pack off. And it feels so good to feel like myself again. And I genuinely think I wouldn't be feeling this good if I weren't exercising. Like, this has done so much, just removing. Because the exercise for me silences that constant low murmur of self-criticism and self-doubt. And, like, that kind of undermining constant, just wave. Exercise silences that for me. I no longer feel guilt through the rest of the day for not having worked out. Now, I'd love to get to the point that I can not work out and not feel guilt about not working out. Like, I hope that I can have a healthy enough mindset to be able to genuinely take days off and not be like, a dog chewing their collar, trying to get, like, I gotta go do the thing. But I'm not going to worry about that because that's for future me, and I am just the baby stepping my way through. Thank you guys so much for being here and leaving comments and letting me know how you're doing on your journeys. Or just however it is. How was your day? Like, we posted some videos of our chickens. That was a lot of fun. I will see y'all on tomorrow's day 27 of Fit-Tober. And until then, you guys, keep on keeping on. Mwah. Bye.